Hi there everyone, my name is Grant Mufsovitz and welcome to the latest edition of T+O+M Talks. We've had some fantastic feedback with these talks over the last 18 months, so I feel very, very proud and privileged to be able to present the latest edition to you. The market has been going absolutely crazy. It is the busiest I have seen since well before the global financial crisis in 2007-2008. So today we're going to be talking to each of our desk heads, members of our teams in terms of the trends, insights, challenges that we faced in the market, and most importantly, to see whether this trend and craziness is going to continue over the next 6 to 12 months. Today we welcome Zoe Markell. Zoe looks after the change team within T+O+M Executive's projects and transformation practice. And today, Zoe is going to talk to us about the trends, insights and challenges that she's seen in the change space over the last 6 months and what she foresees happening over the next 6 to 12 months. Welcome, Zoe.
Hi Grant, great question. So for me personally on the change desk, the last quarter of 2021 was super busy and that definitely continued to flow through into 2022. It's absolutely a candidates market. We've got more opportunities and there are good people available. This in turn is driving the rates up, so it's a very good time if you're a contractor at the moment. We are seeing clients offer candidates fixed-term contracts and permanent roles if they're already in a contract, but that's just not enough to keep them at the moment because the market is so lucrative. And also candidates are being picky, they're not just settling for the first opportunity that comes up, they're waiting for the right role that really reflects their values, maybe their ethics, flexibility, things like that. And I think understanding their drivers and how much flexibility means to them is something in turn that everyone needs to take into account. Yeah, so I think in this post-COVID era, we're seeing a lot of workplace transformations, especially within the change space, that including cloud technology, data analytics, artificial intelligence and automation programs. I think risk and regulatory programs will always be around, especially off the back of the Royal Commission. I am noticing more and more cyber roles coming up within change, which is quite an interesting area to watch. And then I think, with the current inflation as well, that could possibly mean that candidates are going to ask for a bit more pay. And even with the borders opening too, we haven't seen, much of a change in terms of it being a candidate short market. So that'll be an interesting space to watch. For this one, I would say definitely move fast. The feedback and interview process needs to be short and concise. I would say probably a max 2-stage interview process. That's because the market is just moving at such speed that we need to act quickly and understand that candidates are probably interviewing, several places. But I would also say the interview process is now very much a two-way process. You need to sell the job in just as much as they need to sell themselves in. And always reach out to recruiters, connect with ask us what the market rates are to make it the most attractive to the candidate. I'd say, COVID has shifted the way that we work, and flexibility and culture are now massively up there, not with just the rate and the type of program. So that really needs to come through in job ads and job briefings. But also transparency, diversity, and, the values of a company are up there with a lot of the questions that candidates are asking me. So definitely think about that as well. Great question. So I would say people were, definitely a little hesitant at first when we were first returning to the city, but now people are excited. They've been craving that social interaction, and I think especially for my desk, where it's such a people-focused job, and they have lots of stakeholder meetings and workshops, that it's imperative that we do have people come back in. It still can be a slightly sensitive topic. Some people aren't comfortable, so companies really do need to be flexible and work with what people are looking for. That being said, it does differ from client to client. I've got some people that are working fully remote, some that are working across states or different teams. So it is all dependent. I would say as well that, Zoom fatigue is a massive thing. Virtual interviews mean that people are, not picking up on social cues, and body language is harder to read. So I've had a lot of candidates tell me that, they're really looking forward to interviews being face-to-face again. So it's probably something for clients to take into account. But yeah, I just think, the whole aspect of socialising, separating home and work, people are looking forward to coming back, and I think it'll be a really good thing for the city too. So I think, this post-COVID era, we're going to see lots of workplace transformations, that being cloud technology, data and analytics, artificial intelligence and automation. So probably important for change managers, if they get the opportunity to upskill in one of those areas. Risk and regulatory will definitely still be around. And I think we're seeing more and more change roles come up in the cybersecurity area, which is interesting. And then finally, even though the borders have opened, we haven't really seen it affect the market. It's definitely still going to be a candidates market.